Right. Great. Alrighty, so we will go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like to you. If you don't want to sit, you can always recline and lie back if you'd like. You can extend your legs, you can cross them, sit, elevate yourself on a blanket if you'd like, whatever works for you. Just taking a minute to slow down that body, that mind, and that breath. Stand nice and tall. Vertebrae stack one on top of the other. Get some length through that spine. Settling into your morning, settling onto your yoga mat at the moment. Settling into an intention for your practice this morning, just your reason for being here, what you hope to accomplish by being here. Maybe it's a little peace of mind, maybe it's a little bit of peace of body. Maybe it's just to slow yourself down on this Friday. Maybe it's to calm yourself down. Lots of reasons, and sometimes you might not be sure why you're here, but you are, so that's a good start. If you do have an intention for this morning, just try and keep it close at hand. Inhale, filling up those lungs entirely. And as you exhale, completely emptying them. Trying to find some space in those lungs, find some space in that body and that mind. Maybe in order to find that space, you need to let go. Let go of any extra thoughts, any extra cares, worries. Just dropping that baggage and just leaving it behind. Maybe if you can drop a little bit of baggage, a little bit more room in that body and that mind for what's to come. Next time you take a nice deep breath as you inhale, lifting up through the top of the head. As you exhale, slowly lower that chin to your chest. And then gently rocking that head out side to side. Right ear, right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder. Chin passing through center each time. Just gently rocking that head side to side. Taking a stretch through the side of the neck each time. The movement to stretch. And then we'll take the right ear over to the right shoulder. We're going to hold it here. Press that left shoulder down and away. Try and create some space at the side of the neck as best as you can. Keeping the chin lifted and back. Continue to breathe. And then relax that shoulder a couple times. Just rock that head out in that half neck circle. Right, left, right. And we're going to take that left ear over to the left shoulder. Press that right shoulder down and away. Keep that chin lifted and back. Once again, relax the shoulder a couple more times. Just rock that head out. Half neck circle, keeping the safety of that neck in mind. Right, left, right. And we're going to bring that chin down towards the chest. Just let the chin rest down the chest, stretching through the back of the neck. And then as you inhale, lifting that chin up off that chest, you can open up those eyes, taking those arms down beside you. Inhale the arms up, exhale, and fold forward. Just a seated forward fold, head, chest, and body coming as far forward as the body will allow. Just let yourself fall forward. Let the hips open, let that back get a nice gentle stretch. Always remember to breathe. Inhale, exhale. If you're not able to breathe when you're prompted for an inhale or an exhale, it's just best just to breathe, and that body will most naturally follow what's going to help you. A lot of breath is just to protect that body. When we inhale, it helps tighten up that belly to help support that back. But most often, the body will just do what's going to help and protect anyway. So a nice deep breath, inhale, lifting that head up, walk those hands back. And you're going to cross the legs the other way. If you're in a lotus or a half lotus, just try and cross the other way. But if you're in a cross-legged position, just cross that other leg in front. Sit up nice and tall, inhale the arms up, And exhale and fold forward. Kitty for yoga today, and lately Kitty's been liking it when I ride my bike. He tries to jump behind me, to sit behind me, and I'm always afraid I'm gonna run into him. Here at least, we can do this together. This works. And then from here, nice deep breath. Inhale, take core, head up, and let's walk ourselves in. Let's take those legs out from underneath us. Extend all the way. If you are sitting on any blankets, sit on those and elevate. If you're sitting on any blankets, you can move them off to the side. Extend those legs. Inhale, those arms up. Exhale, and fold forward. Folding forward, taking that head, that chest, that body as far forward as you can go. Just coming here. Just hold it. Feel those hamstrings stretch. Feel that back stretching again. Just feeling that back stretch a little bit differently with those legs extended. And then from here, nice deep breath again, head up, and let's bring all that body up together, up to our hands and our knees for a couple cat-cows. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, hands about shoulder width, knees about hip distance apart. Coming into cat, chin in toward your chest, tuck it in, draw those shoulder blades apart. And let's come into cat and hold it here. And then reversing that curl, tailbone lifts up behind you, coming into cow as we do. That chin lifts and that back flexes. Bring those shoulder blades together, keeping that belly nice and tight. Hold it here, and then moving through cat, Inhale, exhale, round, reverse. Just look at your own pace. Give that back a nice good stretch. One more time each way. And then we're going to make our way into a neutral spine, whatever a flat back is for you, for a little bit of spinal balance. We're going to take the left leg back behind us to start. So just extend that leg back behind you. Point through that toe, try and get it up in line with that hip, and then extend that right arm out. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Coming to hold, coming to balance. Bring that elbow towards that knee and then knee towards the elbow, and then extend. So warming up that body a little bit of movement, warming up that belly, warming up that back, warming up that buttocks. Elbow to knee and extend. And as you bring the elbow to the knee, the head comes with you as you curl it up and extend long. One more time. We're going to bring ourselves out and we're going to hold. And then reach back, grab that ankle into the palm of the hand if you can get to it. If not, you can just bend that knee and keep that arm extended. If you can, press that ankle into the palm of the hand. Push that heel away from that body, open up through that hip. Come and hold. And then from here, extend that arm, extend that leg, and just give a little tiny pulse. So simultaneously lifting that arm, lifting that leg, pulsing and lifting. Again, using that back, buttocks, belly still in tight, all of that core is working, and then just come and hold. And then from here, we're going to bring that hand down, and we're going to cross that leg over the right leg, and we're going to sit down onto that right hip. Come down onto the forearms, just cross the leg over. So the left leg's crossed over the right. Just come and hold. Feeling a stretch through the right hip, maybe even the left calf as you've taken that leg over. And then a nice deep breath. Inhale, bring that left leg back underneath your hips. Stay on the forearms for a second. Give a little cat-cow here. Round reverse. Stretch that back. Just a little bit of a different stretch on the forearms. And then to a neutral spine. Back up onto the hands, back up onto the knees. Send that right leg back behind you. So again, first spine, back balance with that leg behind. And then when you're ready, bring that left arm out in front. So extending that leg, extending that arm, taking that reach, long, opposite arm, opposite leg. just find that balance and hold. Alrighty, and bring that elbow towards the knee to the elbow, and extend. So again, bringing that whole upper body with you. And bring it in, and extend. And then we're just gonna extend that arm and extend that leg and just come and hold. Find some balance. Reach back, ankle into the palm of the hand if you can get to it. Ankle pushes into the palm of the hand, heel comes away. Open up through the hip. And then from here, extend that left arm, extend that right leg, balance and hold. And then a little tiny pulse again, simultaneously lifting that arm, that leg. Make sure we're doing the other side. Lift and lift, pulse. And then just lift and hold. And then from here, come down onto the forearms, cross that right leg over the left, sit over onto that left hip. Sitting over onto that left side. Feeling a stretch again through the left hip. Feeling a stretch maybe through the right calf. If we're not feeling something, cross that left leg over somewhere else, get a little more. And then from here with a deep breath, inhale, bring that leg back. Staying down on those forearms again, couple cat-cows, round reverse. From here, back to a neutral spine. And then from here, just gonna curl your toes, lift your hips, and come into a downward facing dog on our forearms. It will be called dolphin. Pushing that body weight back into those heels, chest away from the arms, and lift that tailbone up as we push back. And then from here, we're just gonna lift one hand, then the other, and come into our normal down dog. So coming into that down dog, pushing that body weight back into the heels, and chest away from the arms. Push back, come and hold, keep that head relaxed. If you shake it out, do some yeses and some nos. And look towards those hands, walk the feet to the hands to a standing forward fold. Head, chest, and body coming towards those legs, lengthen those hamstrings, lengthen that back. Bring it all together. If the hands don't come down to the ground, just let them rest where they are. Try and take some length through the hamstrings. Lengthen back, bring it all together. And if it feels good, you can walk it out and bend one knee, straighten the other. And when you're ready, equal weight pulling up through both legs. Inhale to a flat back. Hands below the shins or stay on the ground. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Pushing the hamstrings back. Exhale, release back to that forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, head up, chest lifts, nice flat back. Up we come. Reaching all the way up. And bringing the hands down around to our heart center. And then from here, you can have those feet about hip distance apart. And then from here, just gonna inhale, bring the arms up, and then exhale, bring the hands down. So again, just inhale. Take your gaze with you if you like, and then bring the hands down. Next time we inhale and bring the arms up, we're just going to rise up onto the balls of the feet. So inhale, coming up onto the balls of the feet. Take your gaze with you if you'd like. Exhale, take the hands down. Need help with balance, find something to hold on to. Coming up again to the balls of the feet. And then coming down. And then the next time, instead of coming down onto those heels, we're going to bend those knees, stay elevated on the balls of the feet, come down into a two squat. So we're just going to bend those knees, bring the arms with us, come down. Where we've got those hips resting at knee level if you can get there. Shoulders up, chest up. Finding focal points, something that's not moving. If you need to, drop your heels and come into a full squat with the feet down, you can. If you can't get them down narrow, you can widen up. But if you can, try and just balance on the balls of the feet. So just stay here elevated, chest up. Take another breath. And then when you're ready, slowly bring yourself back up. Rising up, rising up, rising up. Bring it down and around. And bring it in. Give a little shake. Whatever you need to do, wiggle it out. If you need help with balance, find something to hold on to that you can help with your progression, because we're just going to do that one more time. So once again, feet are planted firmly. Inhale, rise up, balls of the feet. As we exhale, slowly lower. Come down. That toe squat. Once you get there, sit up nice and tall. If you need extra challenge, you can close your eyes. Definitely adds different element, especially if we're elevated up on the balls of the feet. But even if you're flat-footed, with anything we do, if you need extra challenge or you want extra challenge, close your eyes. There's a lot more stability with those eyes closed. One more breath. And then from here, we're going to slowly rise up again. And then bring it down and release. All right, give it a shake, whatever you need to do. We're making our way down to the ground, so make sure you have room to get there. Nice deep breath. Inhale up, exhale, let's fold forward. Standing forward, fold. Head, chest, and body control those legs, lengthen those hamstrings. And a nice deep breath right here. And then hands down, walk or jump into a plank. So as we come into a plank, nice long line from the head to the hips, shoulders to knees, down to the toes. Fingers spread wide, one more breath. And then from there, we're gonna slowly chaturanga, lower down like you're doing that tricep push-up, elbows to the back, lifting up to your up dog, lifting up through the front of the body, tops of the thighs and feet to your down dog, curl your toes, lift your hips and push back into that down dog. So push it back into our down dog, holding it here, taking a couple breaths. And then from here, lift your right leg up behind you. Nice and high into your down dog splits. Lift, hold. And then bend that knee, swing it forward. Knee between the hands is where we're trying to get it. If it didn't get there, pick it up as needed. And lift yourself up into your high lunge. So coming into that high lunge, bending into both knees, straightening over the ankle. If you can't see yourself, take a look for those toes, make sure you can still see them. Arms are reaching long and above. And then from here, we're going to bend at the elbows. And we're just going to come forward. And we're going to fold over that leg and have the arms extend back behind us. So we've got that belly working now. And also, too, if you need extra assistance with balance, you can always go to a low lunge. You can bring that knee down. But if you can, stay up in that high lunge. Bend the elbows and reach. You can also take your gaze with you. And then bend the elbows and extend forward. And again, bending. Reaching up, bending elbows, sending forward. One more time, bring ourselves up. And one more time, bring ourselves back. Hold it here, one more breath. And then we're going to take the hands down. We're going to push off with that left leg till we're standing on that right leg. Making our way into warrior three. So when you're ready, you're going to bring the hands first to your heart center. So lift yourself up, hands to your heart center. You can put them in prayer, find some balance. Again, if you need help with balance, find something to hold on to. So standing on that right leg. And then let's take those arms back, tuck them in behind you. So again, if you need that help with that balance, find something you can hold on to so you can get yourself into that position as it's needed. Find some balance. And then take the arms forward, tuck those biceps in at the ears, extend the arms forward, lengthen that right leg, make it long. One more breath. And then we're going to come up to standing. We're going to take that left knee up with us. So we're going to have that left knee, bring it up, and then let's take that left foot, cross it over. So it's standing half lotus. So crossing that leg over, tuck it up at the hip if you can, wherever you can go. We're going to cross it over, a little bit different than our tree. We're still standing upright. We should have that left leg crossed over. Again, the half lotus. Standing up nice and tall. One more breath. And then slowly release that leg and release those hands. Give it a shake. All right. So working on a little bit of balance, a little flexibility there. And then next we'll be moving to the other side. So when you're ready, both feet planted on the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward with that flat back. Into that standing forward fold. Take a couple breaths right here. Inhale, exhale, hands down, walker jump to our plank. Get to that nice strong plank and just hold it here. Remember, if you need to modify your plank anytime, knees are perfectly acceptable. You can still get strength from that core on those knees. But if you're on your toes, hold the belly in, knees, pull your belly in. One more breath. And then from here, slowly, chaturanga, lower down, lift up, to your up dog, to your down dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips, push back. Take a couple breaths right here. Also too, anytime you get here, if you need to, walk it out, do what you need. And then lift that left leg up behind you, nice and high. Down dog splits. Bend that knee, swing it forward. Again, aiming between the hands, just so when we lift up, we'll get good knee placement. So that's why we always want to make sure we get the hands pretty much in between the foot in between the hands. And then we inhale, we lift ourselves up to that high lunge. And do remember, if you need to modify, you can go to your knee for that low lunge. If you can't, elevate, bend into both knees. Lift tall. And then bend the elbows. And extend and fold over that leg. And just hold yourself here. That belly working to help hold you here. Belly in tight. Holding yourself here. And then bend the elbows. And extend and reach. And then again, bend and reach back. Again, bend and reach. And then bend and reach back. One more time. Extend and reach. And then extend and just come and hold. So hold here, take a couple breaths. Really strong. One more breath. And then take those hands down and again, push off with that right leg since you're standing on that left. So first start here, find some balance. Then when you're ready, take yourself up. Put the hands to your heart center in prayer. And if you need something to hold on to, hold on. Start here. Easiest place to be is to start right here. Long, long left leg. And then take the arms back behind you, tuck them in if you can. And get that body in a nice long line. And extend the arms forward. Again, if you need help with balance, just find something to hold on to. It's super easy to do this, holding on. Do what you need. One more breath. And then we're going to bring ourselves up to center. And then take that right leg, cross it over the left. So again, just coming into figure four, crossing that leg over. Stand up nice and tall. Find your balance. Push that knee out. Open up through that hip. Standing half lotus. That knee is down. That foot is up as high as possible. If it's slipping, just let it go. So we're just taking one more nice deep breath right here. And then we're gonna let that foot slide off, release, and shake it out. All right, so a little bit opener, a little bit more open, maybe in those hips perhaps. Nice deep breath as we inhale. We're gonna take a flat back, we're gonna exhale and fold forward. So coming into that standing forward fold. Into if it feels good. The weight. And then from here, hands down, walker jump into a plank. Nice tight belly. Belly's pulled in nice and tight. And hold, hold, hold. And then from here, slowly, chaturanga, lower down, lifting up to your up dog. And then when you're ready, curl your toes, lift your hip and back into that down dog. Right here. And then we're going to lift that right leg up nice and high. And then we're going to take that right leg to the outside of that left hand. So So nice and wide. And then we're going to step that left foot outside nice and wide with that left hand, right hand, left hand, sorry. Okay, so we got the legs nice and wide, so we're gonna come down into a flat-footed squat. So it depends on your hip flexibility, how far apart you need those legs, because then we're gonna drop those hips, and we're gonna come down into a squat. So if you can get the legs closer together, feel free, but if you keep those legs apart, try and sit up nice and tall, drop those hips low. Those hips open up. Couple more breaths. We're going to release the hands, lift the hips, and come into a wide-legged forward fold. As we do, the toes would have been slightly turned out. Now the toes come forward into that wide-legged forward fold. Try and bring yourself down between those legs and that wide-legged fold. Take a couple breaths. Take those hands down, and then we're just going to step one foot back, and then the other. So those legs are nice and wide. Come into our plank, nice and strong. Just pull that belly in nice and tight. Come and hold. And then from here, once again, let's slowly chaturanga, lower down, lift up to your up dog. And then when you're ready, to your down dog. On your toes, the drips, push back. And then from here to your knees into a child's pose. So get those knees hip distance or more apart. Sit back onto those heels, feet together. Extend those arms. Take a nice big stretch. And that upper body, walk the arms forward even if you'd like. Here, walk those hands back inside your head very, very slowly. Let's lift that head up. And we're going to come into steer. We're going to take that right leg underneath and then cross position and take the left leg over the top. Now, if you can't do this with that right leg underneath, you can extend that right leg out. But if you can, try and cross those legs and get comfortable. And we're just going to inhale and lift up. And then we're going to exhale. And we're going to fold forward. So I'm going to let that body come forward, stretching through the hips, through the buttocks. And if you can't, you don't want to release forward, you can just keep the hands at the ankles. You can release, depending on your hip flexibility, depends on how far you're going to be able to go. But again, too, if you need to, right leg, take it straight. Less intense. Stretching out those hips. And then from here, nice deep breath, inhale, head up, chest, all that. And then from here, just gonna lean back. We're gonna uncross those legs. Before we go to the other side, we're just gonna extend those legs out. We're gonna inhale up and exhale and fold forward. Once again, inhale, nice deep breath. All that body comes up together. And then this time, left leg underneath, right leg crosses over the top. And we're switching. And again, that other option is to take that leg straight and hold here. Okay, so do what works, fold forward as you can. As what works for you. Do what works. Breathe. Hips open as best as you can, outside, around side, back side, front side. All that hip getting a nice big stretch. From here, once again, inhale, bring ourselves up, just kind of lean back, take ourselves and cross those legs. This time, come bring those feet into a bound angle. Soles of the feet together. Inhale up, exhale, fold forward. You can take those hands, grab a hold of those ankles, push the knees out, or release the hands and fold. I'm just going to give you a good stretch now through the inner part of the legs, inner thighs. Once again, inhale, bring ourselves up. Alrighty, and next we'll be making our way into our boat pose. So lots of options in doing this. You can grab a hold of those hamstrings. First, let's just start with those knees bent. And let's grab a hold of the hamstrings. And let's just lean back. So let's get that body positioning where it needs to be in that V. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. And then one leg at a time, lift those legs. And then if you can, one hand at a time, release those hands. And then if you can too, extend those legs. But if you can't extend the legs and keep that upper body position, keep the knees bent. Also, too, if you need to, keep the hands on the hamstrings, or you can even grab the shins. But just roll those shoulders back and down, lift that chest. And again, just come and find what works best for you. Take a couple breaths right here. Inhale, exhale. Belly's tight. One more breath. And then let's extend those legs forward and fold over them. So we're just going to do that again. Take your challenge, do what works for you. When you extend those legs, if you want to try and extend the legs, it might be easier if you hold them. So you can try that next. Or you can go back where you were. And just find something that's going to be challenging. So when you're ready, again, start with that good form. Easiest thing to do. Get yourself in position. Release. Do what works. And again, too, here, if you need to, you can hold those legs. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift and open up through that chest. And hold, breathe. One more breath. This time we're going to release and lie back. So take the legs down, arms out overhead, reach, point, and stretch. Alrighty. And while we were standing, we did a half lotus standing. We can do another half lotus here, or if you wanted to come into reclining full lotus, I'll take you there. If you were going to come into a half lotus, instead of bending the bottom leg, you would just keep it straight and you would, but if you're going to come with me, we're going to start with first by bending that left leg, just like you're crossing your legs. You're going to bend that left leg, and then we're going to take that right foot, grab it, pull it up towards that left hip. And then let that knee drop down. So again, if this is too intense, basically what you can do is you don't have to bring that leg as far up. You can just cross it somewhere. You can let it rest on the inside of that leg. So that's too intense, but if you're good and you want to try and come here again, left leg is bent, just in cross-legged position, and you're pulling that right foot up onto the hip. And we're actually still technically in a half lotus, unless you have good flexibility and you want to bring the left leg up to the right hip. But we're a little closer to a full lotus with having both knees bent. So just come here, wrists, release. Let that right knee drop down, open up, opening up through that hip. Hold it, breathe. Take a couple breaths right here. And then from here to get out of this, all we're going to do is we're going to let that right leg slide down the inside of that left thigh. Release, take those legs down long, take the hands out over the head, point, toes, reach through the arms. And what we're going to do is go to the other side. So now got the right leg crossed underneath, just kind of crossing that leg. Take that left foot, pull it up towards the right hip. Pull it up to finish your do. Release that leg, let that knee drop down and open up. Just come here and hold. Breathe. Take a second. Recline, relax. If that's too intense, let that foot slide down a little bit on that thigh. Down towards the knee a little, maybe. Just try not to put that foot on that kneecap. Don't let that pressure there. Take a couple more breaths. And then from here again, we're just gonna let that foot slide off of that thigh. And then from here, extend those legs, extend those arms, and reach, point, and stretch. And from here, we're gonna flex that right foot, bring that right knee in towards your chest. Let's grab a hold below the shin, on the knee, below the knee on the shin. Just hug that leg in nice and tight. And then the right hand's gonna stay at the right shin. Left hand's just gonna drop to the side. And we're gonna let the right knee drop out to the right, just to get a little bit more of an inner thigh stretch. Keep that foot flexed. Hold that leg, give it some support. Just take it out, let it stretch. And then we're gonna bring the knee back through center. Now we're gonna switch the hands. Left hand grabs the shin, right hand releases. And now we're pulling that knee over to the left. We're taking that hip stretch from the front to the back to the side. And then we're gonna bring ourselves all the way back to center and release that leg, and then bring that left knee in. Again, flex the foot, grab a hold below the knee on the shin, hug it in nice and tight. A nice big hug. And then from here, left hand stays with the leg, right hand releases, let that knee drop out to the side. Keep that foot flexed, keep that knee protected. And bring that knee back through center again, switch hands, right hand grabs it, pull it over, lead it, guide it. And take the stretch now to the side of the hip, the back side of the hip. Keep that hand there, though, to support. And then we'll bring those knees back to center. Both knees in, hands loosely holding on the shins, or they can be on the knees as drivers, and just go ahead and circle those knees one direction. You're just not pushing too hard on those knees. If you're using them, the hands to drive. Circles one way, circles the other way. All right, and then rock it out side to side. And then before we make our way into Shavasana, bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out to the side. So back into our bound angle. Try and scoot those heels up towards that body as best as you can. Let's take the arms up overhead. Right hand grabs the left wrist, pull it over to the right. Give that upper body a little stretch again. Soles of the feet together, knees dropping out, inner thighs stretching. And bring the arms up to center. Left hand grabs the right wrist, pull it over to the left. And bring the arms up overhead. Take the hands down by your side. Take the hands to help gently push the legs together. And now we will extend those legs and make our way into Shavasana. So traditional posture is corpse pose with the arms extended by the side, palms up, legs extended, relaxed. But I encourage you to go anywhere that's comfortable for you, where you can just take a few minutes to close your eyes. Bring yourself back to your intention for your practice this morning. Making note of how clear that mind and that body are. If you still have any baggage left that you need to let go of, let it go, drop it, release it. It's all not needed. All we need is a clear mind, a clear body. Just keep those eyes closed and continue to breathe. And slowly bringing some awareness back into that body and that mind. You can move around those toes, hands, those feet, those arms and legs. Even that head can go side to side. And when you're ready, rolling over onto the side of your choice. Anyone pregnant should go to their left side. Everybody else, you can choose a side. Just remaining here for a moment, letting that blood flow come back to that heart. Life is 10% what you make it and 90% how you take it. And again, that quote is, life is 10% what you make it and 90% how you take it. And that's a quote from Irving Berlin. When you're ready to use that outside arm, push yourself back up to our seated position, back where we began our practice. And as we come back here, hopefully, again, with a little bit clearer mind, a little bit clearer body, to move into our nice long weekend. I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and we'll hopefully see you next week. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for coming to join me. I will